Hi traders, good morning, good afternoon everyone. In the meantime, I'm just setting everything up. I hope you are doing great. How was your yesterday trading day? This is my first question to you as always. Hi Buza, good evening to you. I hope you had a beautiful green day just like I had. And indeed, with your fantastic help, because definitely crazy good calls yesterday as well in the TEFS YouTube trading room. So welcome everyone, and let's just make another fantastic green trading day here together. Hi Tara, nice to see you. All right, traders. So what's going on this crazy market again? I can't believe it. We are just really close to the all-time highs. And so the market is not that strong as it was yesterday. No particular big news, I must tell you. So at the moment, not too much indeed. Gold is marching for new highs. Crypto it's pulling back. Actually, the Bitcoin is under 108K level. Futures are red. Asia started strong, but for example, the Nikkei after almost touching 50K is just pulled back together with the Hang Seng and Europe. As I've seen it, it's a little bit mixed, but rather greenish. And as you can see, the SPY and the triple Q started with a bigger, let's call it pre-market gap down, but after that, it is just recovering with a double bottom. If we are talking about the triple Q, it's just found quite of a double bottom around 610 and 60. I'm going to watch here the 610 level definitely on the triple Q, extremely close to the all-time highs. However, yesterday I must tell you the volume was not the real deal, and on the SPY we are a bit more far away from the all-time highs, not too much though. And I'm going to watch the 670 level. So 670 on the SPY, 610 on the triple Q. Hi Blake, nice to see you. Everything is okay now with your account? I hope so. I hope I could help you indeed. And I'm wishing you a lots of great reads. If you need the mentoring, you know I am here for you. All right. Hi, Nitsa. Nice to see you. Great to see everyone. Okay, traders. So what happened yesterday? Yesterday, we just started a nice green day again, as I've told you. And indeed, I had two beautiful green trades. While red Soundhound was not really strong to push over $20 level, at least at this time of the day. So I had a loser on that day, but I had two beautiful winners indeed. And let's see which ones were that. The first one, it was as I see, it's CLSK. That was a very nice call. And the other one, it was the Hood. The Robin Hood, it was a very nice call. It was called first by Jeremy. I was looking for Hood on the pre-market as well. A reason for that, the daily chart on the Hood seemed like just a perfect daily reversal. And also, this was like a, let's call it a not a typical trade, because usually I'm not trading the breakout of the daily highs after the first 5 minutes. However, I like it and I have a strategy for that, but this environment, it's not always the best for this strategy. However, because of the daily chart again on the Hood, despite of this fact that I don't like too much the daily high breakouts, I just call this trade because again, it seemed like it has enough room to go. And yeah, that was like a beautiful risk reward trade. CLSK, fantastic intraday breakout, just as it should happen with after a cup and handle formation just over the VWAP. So everything just worked out fantastic. And thanks to the fact that all of them, it was more than two partials, like big winners, both of them. The Soundhound half, it was like half our loser, so it was not a big one. Okay, Busak, you are in BYND. Oh my God, that's a forgotten stock, but let's see. I cannot watch it here, I think, because it's way too, Unfortunately, it's way too small stock already, but let me just check it here. How does it look like? Actually, I was thinking on like starting a I don't know, like a swing trade on that, but I just did not. Like I think we have better stocks nowadays, but BYND, it's on 147 now. Yesterday it had a quite of a nice jump indeed. Extremely high short float it has. That's why I was watching it for a swing trade, by the way, Buzak. So BYND, which is a consumer defensive, as you know, the Beyond Meat, this is which is producing the fake meat. I'm just calling it as the fake meat, which well, more and more people are going to that way, like to be vegan or vegetarians. But indeed, the best thing, and why I was just watching this BYND, because as far as I remember, they have a deal with Burger King or McDonald's. I don't remember right on that. However, indeed, because of that, I still believe that might it has a future, and actually together is up a lot, 0.72% at the moment, or 72 pre-market, 50% higher. So that seems like something which we should keep an eye on it indeed. So this is BYND. I would say if it's going to $5 and even beyond $5, that can be a quite of a nice winner. So Buzak, I don't know whether you want to keep it for a longer term or you are just checking it now for the intraday trading. But yes, I agree, BYND can go on our secondary list or the small cap list, because this seems like a quite of a big mover to the upside. Okay, thank you, Buzak. Yeah, GM, HAL, GE, NERV, and EOSE on your list. Today is definitely earnings day, another one, and still a lot to go. This week and especially next week is going to be a big boom, traders. Next week is going to be crazy. Last trading week of October, Fed cut or decision. I'm not sure they are going to cut, but highly likely. And Amazon, Meta, Apple, Google, so lots of big names are going to release earnings from, as far as I remember, from Tuesday till Thursday, something like that. So every day we will have a big one indeed. But today, this is the 21st of October, and we get Netflix after market close. Before market open, I'm going to watch definitely GE, KO, PM, RTX, DHR, LMT. So we have a lot to watch for sure. And in the meantime, look at the market. It's just making a move to the downside again. Now let's see why. What is happening? Warner Bros. Discovery says it's open to sell. WBD can go on our list again, and highly likely to our long list. European stocks open higher as defense stocks build on positive momentum. Well, yeah, seems like that the trade talks misery, it's again fading, at least so far, but don't forget, 1st of November is getting here fast, and even the earnings so far looking like good one. So that means that the market is not going to be disturbed by selling again. On the market watch news, it's mainly about gold that is just made a new high. What else? Stocks set to open just shy of record levels, but in the meantime, 10 years treasuries is remaining even under 4%. So quite of a weak uh, results on the bonds. Netflix is ticking along nicely ahead of earnings, setting the table for an ad business surge. Well, Netflix is going to be on my table too, but I'm going to be careful with that. I think we can just have some crazy volatility before this is going to just push the earnings after market close. GM stock is soaring. GE stock surge toward a record as profit outlook raised. So seems like so far fantastic news here. And the Fed articles are coming and going here already, because next Wednesday is the big day for that. The Fed has a big decision to make without a key data. Here is what it could do. However, if I understood it right, of course, it can change at any time. But as far as I know and I've seen, the Friday CPI data, it needs to be dropped. actually. So might on Friday we are going to see some CPI data because the Fed needs some data. Come on, but let's see if we will get anything at all. Okay, traders, so let's see the big movers and a little bit more news here. GM CEO says EVs remain North Star despite production pullback. Let's see whether he's right. Based on my watch list traders, I was just watching it. Reddit is going higher and higher again, so we should keep an eye on Reddit, especially if it's breaking 210, by the way. Amazon is higher after yesterday, AWS meltdown again. Meta is stronger. Netflix is here, as I mentioned you. AFRM, Pepsi, Disney, CRM, CMSI, SMCI, sorry. SMCI, this was a beast yesterday. However, at the end of the week, it just gave back everything. But I'm going to watch this stock. NVIDIA, AMD, definitely it's on my list. And the rest is in red. Like, for example, SPY Triple Q, yeah, but just a slightly red. But if I'm just checking Apple, which was like a very strong yesterday, or Tesla is in red too. Nothing when mentioning DHI, it was an earnings stock. BABA, MU, Coin, STX, Google are quite red, so these are going to be on my list for sure. All right, traders. So let's just go back to the SPY. At the moment in the red, but fighting hard for a recovery. Traders, if you have any questions, anything at all regarding trading, TEFS challenges, TEFS funded accounts, please just let me know, or even you can just write me an email at agi@tefs.com, and don't forget to check our fantastic offers for challenges and funded account packages, because these are going to contain some private mentoring with me as well and top-notch education, plus even the support is not bad at all. All right, traders, so let's see what else is going on the market. I was watching Market Watch news. WBD, we just seen it. BYND, you mentioned, is just going up. Wow, US 10 years treasuries are really weak. It's 3.96, 0.73% lower. That's crazy. Okay, market movers. We have SMCI here, as I mentioned you, trade desk from yesterday. AppLovin, traders, AppLovin. We still should watch it like yesterday. Core wave news in the news wave as well. Coca-Cola tops earnings. U.S. government shutdown delays Unilever's Magnum ice cream spin-off. Oh, come on, that's not real. I like Magnum. I'm just thinking. Okay, Asia leading the way in stable coin adoption. Okay, we don't trade that too much at least. All right, not too much more traders. This market is not crazy, just going higher. Question again, for how long? Now let's see the big movers. We have some, not too many, but definitely enough to go with the candidates list. I mean, there are many, but the good tradable stocks are not that many. Let's see General Motors first, 10.5% higher, raising its full year guidance. Very nice surprise, actually, because one of the, let's call it like the weakest industry, I think it's the car industry, and this seems like a very nice surprise from the General Motors. Look at that. It's over $63 level, which is, I must tell you, this is a new high. Not an all-time high. Yes, it is an all-time high. Oh, no, not all-time high. Yeah, I was just, remembering on 70 something. Okay, 67. So no new all-time high yet, but seems like new yearly high, which is still a very strong one. And let's see whether it's going to march higher. Let me just check the pre-market volume. I'm sure it's good, 2 million. So let's just go for the first great candidate of today, which is going to be GM and BYND. I'm just going to put it to my secondary list indeed. Next one. Hi, LMU. Good morning to you and the GM. Definitely, we are going to watch it to the long side. So GM short DHI because that was just a miss on the numbers. And to the secondary list, I'm going to add BYND first. All right, let's just check the others. We still have like Coca-Cola third quarter earnings revenue topped the expectations. Seems like, guys, that so far not for too long. We are seeing the numbers, but seems like that this earnings season is quite a strong start. Coca-Cola up $70, nice push, great reversal on the daily. Let's see whether it can even push higher after the opening bell. So KO to the upside. So first of all, reason again, third quarter earnings revenue top the expectations. Let's see with how many. 82 cents and 78 was the estimation. 12 point, not with that much, but it did make a nice killing on the numbers. Here comes 3M, Triple M. As I've told you yesterday, I like this Triple M as well, especially on earnings days. And now Triple M seems like it's climbing a little bit higher, but not that much higher that I was expecting. Pre-market volume is not the best either. And we have this 160 as quite of a hard resistance. And look at this stock. That's amazing. That was actually a $70 stock in the beginning of 2024. Even at the beginning of the year, it was a little bit lower, but now it's just still marching higher since the beginning of 2024, as you can see. So this is a very strong push to the upside, and I must tell you, I cannot feel that big euphoria on that stock after this earnings. So I'm going to be a little bit careful. Also, it beat the expectations, 2.19 instead of the 2.08 and 6.32 instead of the revenue instead of 6.25. So quite of a nice beat, but I still, the 160, I think it can be a problem. First, the pre-market highs, of course. I'm still going to call it to the long side, but we need much more buyers to join this party here on the Triple M. So I'm going to give the chance for that stock. Zion's Bank is here. I don't like this stock too much for day trading. Indeed, CCK is here. Crown Holdings, which is up 8%. I don't know. I don't like it too much. I mean, because of the volume mainly. Now it has only 34,000. It's a big mover. Don't misunderstand me. But I would like to see a little bit like more enthusiasts here as well on the number side. 34 is not enough for me to push it on the long list. So CCK is just going to the secondary list. Also, it posted a better than expected earnings. Elevance Health is here, Sunrun. Oh, what else? RTX, PMGE. So as I've told you, we have a lot good tradable ones and not that good one. Like ELV is another one which is quite of a pricey stock, but the volume, it's a big miss on my side. It's just 100K. I don't know. I'm just going to put it to my secondary list if someone likes it. But might we are going to be better with the good old names and maybe even with the small caps. Sunrun is here. Solar stock moved higher following upgrades. A city to buy from neutral. So we can watch run. It's just really running like crazy. And NXT, both of them I like to the long list. Run and NXT, nice upgrades. Hi, Jim Lee, nice to see you. Jules, nice to see you. Oh my goodness, nice to see you here again. Okay, guys, EPAM system is here too. And this is up like 3%. All right, let me just check the volume without the volume. You know what? We cannot even trade it. Let's just leave it alone. Gold miners and gold stocks. As I've told you guys, XAU USD, we can watch it because on the TEFS platform, you can just read everything at once, which I love actually. And as you can see today, oh my God, 4,400. And I thought 3,600 is going to be the top for a while. It was not a top for a long time. Actually, huge run on the gold. Now it's pulling back a little bit, but you can watch the mining stocks if you want to check them. Of course, they are pulling back too, indeed, because of this pullback on the gold. We can watch Hecla Mining, Pan American, First Majestic, Silver is going lower as well. I'm just going to call HL to the secondary list. If you like it, we can just go with it. And of course, we have like GNUG or Dust or, you know, this kind of a um, ETFs for the gold if you like it. RTX, however, it's a stock which we definitely can trade. RTX is higher 6% after the aerospace and defense company posted an earnings that definitely topped the estimate. So RTX, I feel like it can be a quite of a strong long candidate. It's up to $170 level, which is very close to this all-time high. Because of that, I'm going to be a little bit careful, but RTX looks very strong. PM, Philip Morris International, it's down slightly. However, it was much higher after the earnings reports, but it seems like it's giving up the profit, and that's very interesting because it could have, like, technically, if it has a good news and it could make a healthy reversal, that would be a great spot for the reversal because it's just on the 200 EMA on the daily. But look at that, it's just giving up. So I must tell you, traders, PM, I'm just going to call it to the secondary list because at the moment I have no idea where it's going to head. Let's see what was the news actually. Giant again, yeah, 2%, exceeded expectations. Still, I don't know, it's just giving back everything. That's a bit suspicious, actually. So I'm going to be careful there. Hi, Ryan, nice to see you. All right, traders, we still have 5 minutes to go and some more stocks to look at. If you have anything on the list, traders, I'm just repeating myself, please, please, please share it with us. Yes, Ryan, gold and the Bitcoin are pulling back. So both of the Bitcoin and the gold-related stocks can be watched for a short, like coin, MSTR, and so on. I'm just going to call it to the short side. Okay, and Northrop Grumman, which is a defense firm, is down 2%. And no, see, let's see whether we can trade it. Yes, but I'm afraid of the volume. Oh my goodness, 8,000. Come on. No, this is a big no touch for me. I still see new scale power and Fluor as well on the news. Shares of Fluor rose 5%. Wall Street Journal reported activist investor Starboard value has taken nearly 5% in the company. All right, and Fluor's stake in NewScale Power according to the report. Well, let's see them. So SMR is down 6% and FLR is up 4%. So this is what we can watch. FLR looks interesting. I'm not sure. I don't know this stock too much. Never mind. I'm just going to put it to the long list. And SMR we know. We did trade it as well. We did trade, I think, last week. So that seems like that might is going to push even lower. So SMR definitely on my short list for today. In the meantime, traders, the market itself, it's still slightly red as I've seen. So really slightly because 0.01, triple Q 0.04. As I've told you, no real reason for a sell-off or to see a sell-off today unless like we are going to go with the Bitcoin. I don't know. However, yesterday volume, it was quite low. It's doesn't matter if we almost touched a double top both of the on the triple Q and the SPY on the daily, but it's still, as I've told you, there is no reason for sell-off, unless some unexpected, unpleasant news can hit the market, tariffs, government shutdown, who knows what's going to coming next. So let's stay sharp, let's stay focused on the small moves here, what's going to come next on the market. But so far, market still looks quite strong. DHI not, as I've told you, even MU is pulling back. MU is down 1.24% after yesterday's quite of an ugly shooting star. And traders, because of that, just because of the technicals, I think this is a possible time to see on MU a small pullback. Coin is down 1% as we just checked it. STX is down 1% again. That can be another one, interesting one. However, I must tell you that this is a very low volume, so I'm going to leave it. Google is down 0.70%. Doesn't look good at the moment. And BABA 1.66, but you know my relationship to the Chinese stocks, not my favorites. AMD 0.5% down after a crazy run yesterday. Tesla 0.40% run. Looks like this 450, it's not going well for the Tesla. But again, everything can just change in no time. All right. No, Alex, unfortunately, no, I'm really sorry for that too. It's not a thing which I can, I have an impact on it. As you know, he is an independent trader. He's doing mentorings on his own, and he has mentor traders, I think, and definitely he wants some free time. But hopefully in the future we still can just team up with him because I'm going to miss him a lot actually as well. That's it, guys. So I'm sorry for that as well. BYND, yes, Ryan. BYND is on my smoke up list. And oh, sorry, 2 minutes left. I am slow. Jump that I shorted MU. Okay, I think Tara sees the future in her dreams. All right, sounds great, Tara. Sounds great. So if you dreamed of it, maybe today we are going to do it. Oh my goodness. Mm. That was funny. Yeah. Yeah, I had a dream about HKD one day because I was in that crazy stock. I don't know whether you remember 3 years ago. It just ran from 100 to 2,500 in 2 days, something like that. Crazy, crazy Gary stock. And I was in it, like on the downside. But I was in a big minus in the beginning, and actually I just dreamt of it again. That, oh my God, I did not get out on time or something like that. It's so funny sometimes. Yeah, the stocks are haunting you. Halloween is almost here, guys. So let's just make a nice green day. Good luck, everyone. And let's just see what's coming next on this market. Again, I'm going to be a little bit more careful today. However, again, I don't think so that these bulls can just stop so easily, but you never say never. So GM, we are watching. G, we are watching. KO, Triple M. SMR to the short side, MU definitely, maybe Soundhound. Okay, Hello can stay. RTX, Sunrun, MU is here. That's good. All right, Tesla is pulling back a little bit. Oh, market continues lower. All right, that's interesting now. So to the short side, I have MU, SMR, DHI. Let me just check DHI as well. DHI. Nice. DHI came. There is the 200 EMA. That's not the best. Okay, Google. Sorry, is just pushing lower now. Amazon is higher. SMR. Triple Q is going down. BYND, good luck with that, Buzak. I cannot trade that small stock indeed. But if you want to take it, go for it. Looks like as a nice small cap to go next. All right, traders, Reddit is still strong, Amazon very strong, and CRM, by the way. Reddit looks still nice for a reversal, but the 210 level I'm going to watch. Hood is dropping. Now, how about MU? How about MU? MU, not MUR. Okay, triple Q still going down. 203. MU looks really good under 20280. Seems like the market is dropping a little bit harder. Amazon, though, does not care. G doesn't care, but just straight green candles. SMR, it's quite weak too, but SMR, it's very close to this 50 and 20 EMA. I'm still waiting with MU, but I think we can have a short on it soon. Cannot see anything which I would say that, yeah, this is a nice 5 minute setup. Geez, crazy strong. Wow. All right, let's see. Run. Sun run. Run. Pulled back. That's a good sign, actually. NXT is the other one. Solar stock. They just got some upgrades, which can be good. And as I mentioned you, 670 and 610, I'm going to watch them. WBD from the news, very good, Jeremy. Good morning to you. WBD looks like as a very nice gap and go over 20. 2010 is the high of the day. Looks promising, I must tell you. That looks quite good indeed. I'm watching stocks for the reversal too. So far, not too much. WBD definitely looks good. Just wanted to check NXT here, another solar stock which just got an upgrade. Not bad. WBD really looks good. Over the highs. I'm checking this NXT next. And run. NXT doesn't, ooh, oh my goodness, how extended it is on the daily. It's crazy. SPY's back in the meantime. NXT $1 spread. Let's just leave it, guys. Oh, Apple from red to green. I really like your call on WBD. BYND, well done, Buzak. Beautiful. Go, go, go. And that was just a bear trap. As I see, everything is coming back again. How about MU? I cannot see my MU. Okay. That's not the best, but it's okay. So WBD looks very good. Maybe I'm watching Coca-Cola here as well. It got some earnings. Let me just check GM2. GM. General Motors. That looks like an interesting breakout as well. I must tell you, SMR just broke down. Missed it. GM, but the market is heading back to the, actually the SPY did just break the high of the day. The weakest is still Baba, Roblox, DHI. These are the weakest. Good luck with your WBD. Jeremy looks fantastic, actually. Meta, it's not on my list, but I'm just checking. RTX is pushing higher too. I'm still watching this KO. Meta looks like a very nice gap and go formation over 73710 for me. Looks really good. And the SPY's over the high of the day traders. Apple is coming back like crazy. GE, it's making a bull flag. So these are what I am watching for a long. Even OKLO, it's making a reversal from this 147. We can watch it. And overall market is just breaking higher. Actually, this GM is not bad either, over 60, 64, 30. GM. GM looks like it just wants to get a push. This is going to be just a scalp traders because this is like a little bit too much to the upside. But as you can see, and as I've told you, market is still like doesn't care about anything. Let's just go higher and higher. Amazing. So the GM, I'm going to take it just for a scalp, and the entry is going to be 64.32. NVIDIA is struggling a little bit, or run is running down, not up. And this AMD, I wanted to check there. AMD is alive. Okay, Apple is definitely alive. Market is pushing higher. And let's see the rest. Strong stocks. Amazon 1.46% higher traders. We should watch it. Maybe this 220 area. CRM, it's too late. But it still has room to go on the daily. Reddit is not the real deal. And here is my SoundHound again. No, SoundHound, I'm going to watch it on the monitor too. Okay, here we are, position 1 on GM. On the GM, I want to see like a 30, 40 cents and then take a partial. So as I've told you, I just want to a quick partial on that. I do not trust the market. Why? I don't know. Of course I know. Yeah, on all-time high almost again. It's crazy. All right, come on, GM. Ooh, what a comeback on MU. No short. No place for shorties today again. That's amazing. STX is pushing higher too. Good luck with the Meta, Jeremy. Good luck with BYND. If you took it, I'm watching this AMD as well, traders. I feel like if the market is still pushing higher, we will have a great chance with this AMD. I just cannot find any entry point still at the moment, but looks quite interesting. Roblox is weak today though. Roblox is breaking down, surprisingly. Just get some water. And NVIDIA is struggling again. Oh, yesterday I so much just missed this NVIDIA. Today I don't want to miss it if it's just changing its mind. Okay, come on, GM, go, go, go. Let's see whether we can break the point 50. WBD still looks fantastic, Jeremy. Hopefully it's going to break it through for you. And overall market, it's making a bull flag, which is quite supporting for the bulls and for the longs, at least so far. Already at Apple almost 1% higher. That's good. Okay, go, 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 GM. 15, 20 cents more, and I'm taking my first partial there. Disney is quite strong today as well. Not very strong, but I like the daily on the Disney. I'm going to watch Disney here as well. Apple, you are a beast today again. Okay, 65, beautiful. Be ready for the scalp, please. Okay. And here we are, beautiful GM. Here is my partialing point on the GM, and I'm going to take 75% off GM. Here close to this $65 level. I took my first partial. Stop loss is going to be just right under the entry. GE Alex, just checking. Ooh, WBD, beautiful. GE 316. Let's see whether it can push just like the GM can. Not sure. Nvidia is back to the lows, Tesla back to the highs, Apple it's moving like crazy, AMD it's completely nuts, and the overall market stub. Actually, the triple Q on the price action side is not that strong than the SPY, even like in percentage because it's down 0.07 and the SPY is stronger. I'm going to watch this KO as well, whether it can make a reversal. WBD, beautiful core, Jeremy. Here is the first partial, 2050. Wow. That stock is nuts. But the market, I'm not sure if the market is going to be. How about MU, Tara? What do you think? It's not the best risk-reward ratio, though, unfortunately. No, this is not MU again. But MU, it's still forcing me. Still forcing me. Okay, let's see what the market is doing because triple Q is going back to the lows. Ouch. Ouch, ouch. Ooh, Soundhound down. Spy. Wow, is that some news? Busy shorting NVIDIA. Good. I'm just shorting 200 here, MU traders, just with a small share size. I just cannot resist it. I think this is the start of something ugly, but OGM is still doing great. Just a fun share size. Big pullback on the market. Joining app. Everything is just pushing down. Small short on MU under 200, 250. Beautiful. Go, go, go. 200, 150. Oh, wow. I just shorted 200 shares, guys, on the MU. And I'm ready to take a $1 partial here. And let's see what's happening next. Nice. That was a falling knife. Don't repeat at home, okay? That was a falling knife trade. It can be really, really tough. That's why you're taking it always with a small share size, going with the flow, going with the sentiment. That's good, but it can be highly risky. Okay, let's see 200 for the second partial. And our GM is still doing great. Something is with the semis. I don't know. But that's quite of an ugly move to the downside. Okay, come on, MU. Yeah, I already shorted it, Louis. Sorry, it was so extremely quick. That was like out of the sudden. And that's funny, guys, but our GM is still going. And actually, I'm going to be out 202 and 50. Like, as I told you, it's just a scalp. All right, traders, OKLO going down, Tesla going down. Beautiful short on NVIDIA. Tara, well done. I went with you with the MU. Or on the MU, and Apple is still extremely strong. Which one? Nerf. I cannot see the Buzak, but good luck for that. Watch out on GM, stop loss on the entry, and let's see whether this is the biggest bad trap of the day. Maybe. In this case, no problem. I'm going to be out 202 feet, like on the entry with the MU, but I just could not resist that. Apple is still strong, by the way. NVIDIA definitely not, and the semis are suffering. Even AMD, Tesla is not in the best shape either. And I must tell you, more and more stocks are getting to the red. JP Morgan still green, Pepsi, Meta, Disney, UPS, the Apple, AFRM, CRM, and so on. Okay. Hmm. But if you if we do continue traders, that's another story. I'm out of MU, not out of GM yet. And I definitely would like to see a short on TQQQ 107, TQQQ short under 107 traders, like 10690. I need to be quick. I cannot even call it, because if we do continue, that can be, so 10690 is going to be my entry on the TQQQ. I'm just going to call it under 10690. This is a start of a big pullback, or a start of or the end of a huge bear trap again. So I'm still in GM. It was just a scalp, but beautiful scalp indeed. And on the MU, I'm going to, or on the GM, I'm going to be ready to take one more partial, just close to 60, 65.80, something like that. And so far, looks like that the bulls are biting back again. That's crazy. Baba, Roblox, Hood, Coin, MU are still very red. Roblox 2.38%, Hood 2% down. Actually, Hood looks like as a gap fill, guys. Oh, I love Hood. I need to short that. I need to short this stock. 132.50. 132.50 on the Hood. I mean under 132.50. Stop loss is going to be over this consolidation high 133.50. And Hood looks fantastic. GM coming for the second partial soon. Fantastic. Very good. Hood. Okay. Under 132.50. 45 is going to be my entry on the Hood traders. WBD VWAP reversal, PSS reverse. Looks interesting. Let's see whether it can do the reversal. Because market bulls are still fighting hard. I'm not in yet. TQQQ 45 is going to be my entry there. Or no, it's Hood. but I'm not in neither to the TQQQ nor the hood yet. I am though in GM, and I see it's having some problem with this semi-run number, and traders, I'm a bit afraid if the stocks are breaking down, this is going to break down as well. So never mind, I'm just taking one more partial here. So second partial down on the GM, and I'm just going to move my stop loss to the entry. Ooh, sorry, I made a mistake. I should have sold, not bought. You see? So I just sold it. I just did sell. Okay, traders. So hood is in 132.40. Really hope it's not going to be a shakeout. Tesla ready to break down. And TQQQ in. We should be really careful here, traders. Really, really careful. I want to see 106, 60, 50, 60 for the first partial on the TQQQ, which should be like a gap fill based on the daily. Let's see if it can go there. Oh, come on, market. You're going to trick me again. I can't believe that. Oh, one thing I was very much not aware of with the triple Q guys, 610 level. And even it was me who was just, telling you so many times, be careful of the 610, be careful of the 610. And I was not. That's not good. Okay, never mind. TQQQ is anyway not a huge share size. Let's see whether it can stay alive. Of course, 10750, over 10750, I need to be out. Hood is still okay, but over 133, I would say 30, we need to be out. These bulls just cannot give up even for like half an hour. Come on. Or GM is still running nicely. There is no problem. But the market bulls are just not giving up. That's crazy. That's crazy, actually. Really, Hood? Come on. Last chance. Last chance. No, it's not going to work. Hood is a painful loser now. Shoo. I can't believe this market really. GM. GM is still going. Stop loss on the entry. And I'm still holding my TQQQ. So 2 winners, 1 loser so far. But this hood, it was really ugly. Come on, market. Give it up. GM is still looking okay. What else on your radar, traders? If you have anything, please just let me know. So far still green, but I really need this market to drop now, and doesn't seem like it wants to drop again. That's pathetic. MU is back too. Look at that. Oh yes, KO, I'm watching it on 71. Joe looks very good actually. KO set over 71 looks good. WBD looks like as a reversal too. Apple did reverse already, maybe just over the high on the Apple. And you mentioned GE, right, Alex? GE, checking. Oops, GE. I just filled the gap and made a nice reversal. Now let's see whether we do continue. That looks good. That looks good. Market is going higher, and that means that my TQQQ can be a loser. SPY is not that strong, but the triple Q again is just, oh, and look at Apple. That's crazy how strong it is. All right, traders. So this seems like a really big bear trap again. No space for the shorters. You always think like, yes, this is the moment. And no, it's still far away. Unity very strong today, traders. We should keep an eye on it. Amazon is still dropping or pushing too. On the Amazon, AF4M, it's quite strong. Reddit, it's also CRM, Apple. All right, so now seems like that the bulls are completely back. Nike strong today, UPST. Now, Luis, I'm out. I'm out of the hood with a loser. Nasty, nasty hood. But I'm still holding my TQQQ. As the triple Q, it's fighting with the VWAP. It's breaking over the VWAP again, and I need to think of saying goodbye to my TQQQ as well. This is a smaller share size, so it's okay. I'm afraid of the market nowadays to trade. It's so crazy. If you are still holding hood, then it still looks okay, but over the VWAP, it should be out. It should be out. I know, Tara, right? Up and down, up and here, really crazy whipsaw moving since it just broke. That's crazy. Bulls just doesn't want to give up. It's so funny. This market is funny. All right, I'm just checking the news in the meantime, guys. Might I just missed something? I know it was a FOMC member speaker. Let me just check it. Okay, TQQQ coming back. That's a good news. Okay, actually I cannot see anything, any big news here. Let's see the market watch, maybe here. Miss something? No, no news. Okay, let me just check the forex factory. Calendar. All right. So today, yeah, 9 a.m. it was the FOMC member voller. Since then, nothing. I don't know. It's just the usual volatility to nowadays, guys. All right, traders, I'm still keeping my TQQQ here and even GM. Let's see, market is back to the lows. Very volatile day. Watch out with your trades, guys, and especially with your share size. This can be a killing day for a starter trader who doesn't know how to trade this crazy environment. This is just can be devastating, so be careful. If you are with a higher share size in the TQQQ, I strongly recommend to to get back a bit here on the entry because I can still believe like a double top on or a bottom in this market. It's so crazy. Yeah, Apple and Amazon, especially Amazon. I don't know why. Actually, this yesterday breakdown it was again nasty, but I don't know this 220. As I mentioned you, this 220 and the reversal from the 200 EMA it was quite strong. But yes, Amazon today does not care about the market. Sound hand on the lows again. MU is getting back to the lows, AMD breaking the lows, market on the lows. I'm still holding a TQQQ. I'm thinking on adding under the low of the day, but I'm not sure. This market is so volatile, so much not sure what's coming next. But here is the breakdown. Okay. I added just a little bit because you know what? I was really with a small share size and this one. Let's see whether we can just really get this 106.56 yes at this time. That would be great. And watch out on GM. 64.50 would be the end here. And we need to break 70, 106.80 first and 106.70 with this TQQQ. SPY broke the lows. Tesla is breaking the lows. Let's see. The bulls are still so strong. Oh my God. They are still so strong. And JP Morgan is very strong too, by the way. Apple, of course, reversing. What else, right? It's crazy. Okay. So again, if you are with huge share size on TQQQ, I strongly recommend to half it because be careful. Like You can see this market is crazy volatile today. Bulls doesn't want to give up. Look at Apple, look at Amazon. Yes, it is 670 on the SPY, 610 on the triple Q, as I just called it. I called it yesterday, I called it today in the pre-market. And yeah, this is the big fight. This is the make or break level for the market, guys. This is the big deal, the big thing here to make it or break it. And so far, the bulls doesn't want to give up. Look at that. Now I have 600 only, Buzak. Usually I'm going with 1000, 1500, but today I'm not that brave to go with that many stocks because the market is completely nuts. No, and Hood is back. Happy if you hold, and I really hope it's going to break down at this time, but this market just doesn't look good. Just doesn't look good. Look at that. Bulls, come on, it would be so much more easier. Give it up. Let's pull back, like just a healthy one, and then to go for the deep buy. But this is just nuts. Oklo on the lows, Soundhound on the lows. KO is still holding, by the way. So I'm still going to keep an eye on this KO. Tesla very weak, NVDA very weak. Still watching this MU2. Apple cannot give up. Apple earnings, guys, Apple earnings next week. I think Thursday, maybe, or Wednesday. I'm going to check it. Okay, GM does not care about the market. That's a good news. Let's see if we can just check 66 here. It did not get KO. I just don't know. I just don't like this whole market today. I really hope to get out some from my TQQQ here because the bulls are trying hard, but there is a pressure now. There is a pressure now. Who is breaking? So if you hold to your trade, well done, first of all. Second, I don't know. Around 132 might I would take a small partial because again, this market is not the best support. Rather for the shorts, that's for sure, but it really needs to drop now. Apple is still holding on. Yeah, okay, Oklo looks weak. Look at this 145 on the Oklo. Looks weak. 100 Ti. 4150 there is the 50 EMA. All right, so let's see the weak ones. AVGO. Oh, I am green. Come on, TQQQ. Just 20 more cents to drop. Come on. AVGO, wow, that's weak too. NVIDIA is down for sure. Okay, 670 coming with the SPY, guys. Watch out. Yes, Alex, exactly. I know, I've seen that, right? Interesting, that's for sure. Look at AMD. AMD is just building a very nice bear flag too, under 237.50. NVIDIA looking the same, but these bulls are just not leaving this market to drop. Look at that. That's amazing. Okay. Market 670 touch, and it's trying to make a reversal here. Of course, the triple Q trying to make the push over 610 again. Oh, good. I felt like I need a second chance trade under 133 and I did not go for that. Also, if you are still holding it, that looks marvelous for a partial soon. Okay, drop this 20. TQQQ, come on. It doesn't want to drop. It's so annoying. But GM is slowly, steadily going higher and higher. How about MU? MU doesn't want to go down either. Okay, I've seen it was breaking 80, but no, it just cannot do that. All right, traders, it's very rare when I'm telling you like that, but I'm just starting to be fed up with this TQQQ trade. It's close to entry. And if it's not going to break now, this 10680, I'm going to be out. I don't want to risk my green day. It doesn't work. If the market doesn't want to go, you need to say, okay, I understand. Let's just leave you alone. And it's 10 o'clock now. Like the first half an hour went by. Market lower highs, lower lows, but really the bulls just keep trying to keep the lows, like not letting the market to break this very important level 670 and 610. You see QBTS checking. Yeah, that looks like as a possible reversal, Buzak. Rather 3670 for me, but yes, I see what you mean. I see what you mean there. I'm going to watch it here. Ooh, Tara, I really hope you are still in NVDA and you are playing it till 180 because seems like NVDA wants to go for 180 actually. Okay, SPY, triple Q. Holding too long, that means it's very much equal, this fight now between the buyers and the sellers. Yes, I am still in GM. Last share stop loss is going to be under 65 now. And let's see whether it can deliver a little bit more. And I'm still with full share size now with TQQQ. QBTS still looks strong, by the way, Buzak. I keep an eye on that. Overall market, on the edge, together with my triple Q trade or TQQQ trade. NVIDIA is dropping, Apple not doing too much. And I feel like I just need to say goodbye to my TQQQ trade before it's just getting worse and worse because these bulls not giving up, guys. These bulls just doesn't want to give up. It's amazing. Scalping, yeah, definitely. Scalping is the right thing to do today. And we are breaking higher. That's not good. That's so much not good. Okay, guys, I'm just going to accept my small loss on this TQQQ. I'm not going to push it harder because as I see, this market is not ready to give up. Last chance. If it's going over VWAP 610.50 with the triple Q, I'm out of the TQQQ. QBTS still looks good. KO pushing higher or GM fantastic actually. But the bulls are really, really wanting to push back this market higher. And slowly NVDA is touching the 180 level, which I am expecting NVDA on the 180 for a stronger support, by the way. MU, hesitating, but nothing actually. I'm just checking the news as well in the meantime to see something interesting. And nothing. Novo Nordisk, Warner Bros. Actually, not too much indeed. Okay, here we are. VWAP on the triple Q. Not good. How about coin? You wanna check the coin here? Where is the formulary for the challenges that we're going to win? Joselo, could you please just write me an email and I can just, send you a doc about the challenges, how they are working, and so on. I'm more than happy to help you in that. AG, Jeremy, this is silver, right? Ooh, aha. Yeah, that looks like as a reversal. However, I don't trade this type of ETFs, but this one looks like as a possible nice reversal there. Okay, IO and Q. Muchas gracias, Joselo. Waiting for your email. Okay, and the last time when I just wanted to call TQQQ is just making a big pullback. That's crazy. And IONQ, I must tell you, Buzak, that looks like a interesting level for reversal. I love it. I love it, especially if the market is going to go back and making a move. So it's too late for me to take it, unfortunately. It's up 30% already, or 30 cents, 40 cents now. Killing trade. Very nice trade. Very, very well done. I love this trade. I like this, like just the hood yesterday, or it was the hood? Yeah. It's just perfect on the daily. Too many red candles. It's just fighting with the 50 AMA, $60 level. It's just a perfect intraday breakout pattern. Well done. Very good one, really. Market's still suffering, guys, but I do not want to see a cup and handle here. I don't want to see a cup and handle. I neither want to see a double bottom. I want to see a breakdown. Or GM is still good. Stop loss 65.40 now on the last shares. 65.40, and look at the Apple. It still wants to push higher, but NVIDIA has not touched yet 180. Here it's coming soon. SoundHound making a reversal here too. My TQQQ back to the entry. But again, I do no, exactly this way what I don't want to see here. Exactly this what I don't want to see. I don't want to see here a green candle. 610. This market is not good. Come on, TQQQ. I need this 30 cents. I really need this 30 cents. Come on. Look at that volatility here. The bulls are fighting until their last breath. It's so annoying because I have a TQQQ short. Of course, if I would be in a long, then come on, bulls, fight, fight. But they are really fighting, actually. They are really fighting now. Yeah, it is. KO, I was thinking on the 71 jewels, but again, it was so slow. I was not sure that the market can do it. Okay, guys, this is my last drops of patience with the TQQQ. I'm just taking off half, and let's see if it's breaking the VWAP. I'm going to take off all. Indeed, like that, it's going to be just a small loser. That's it. All right, so back to the KO. It was so slow for me, Jules. It was quite of a good risk-reward ratio, though not that good because I don't know. I just convinced myself not to take it, and the market started to go down. However, I think Alex was completely right that the earning stocks do not care about the market at all, and I completely understand. Wrong reverse. Yes, I must tell you, Buzak, that hood, if it's breaking the VWAP, I'm going to watch it around 134, actually. So traders, the TQQQ was out half share size in a very small loss, and let's see whether it can still do the move. If it can, okay. We still can maybe add under the lows, but as the time goes by and as I see that the green candles are gathering here and the bulls are getting stronger, I'm not sure that this market is going to break down today. And as I told you in the beginning of the day, there is no reason. Government still is shut down. China-US relationship at the moment, quite of relaxed. Let's call it like that. Earnings, really good. What else the bulls need to drive everything for new all-time highs, right? Oh, labor market is concerning. Inflation is still not going down. Never mind. They still cannot see the tariffs effect for the long time. Who cares? Carpe diem, baby. Carpe diem. This is the market nowadays. I know it's so funny. I wish sometimes I would not be an economist. It would be easier to accept. Nah, let's see TQQQ. Still fighting. Too long, guys. Too long, too long. Look at the MU is coming back to the VWAP too. Bulls are gathering. 133.33, it's still too soon for me, Buzak. I would like to see now quite a consolidation, especially over the VWAP, but looks interesting. You see Jules with the KO. Now it broke the high, but it's pulling back. This is what I've seen, that it's very slow. Volume dramatically dropped. No one is too much interested at the moment in the stock, so no, I don't like it anymore. It's like, not like a strong bulldozer, like full of sentiment and strength. This GM was a little bit different indeed. But in the KO, I just could not feel the same impact. Traders, market is completely stuck. 610, 670, huge levels. Could not break it through. Too long to break it now. I think the bulls are going to buy back hard here. Yes, exactly, Jeremy. This is what I wanted to tell you, that OKLO is the same. It's just making this consolidation, no decision, and 150 can be interesting for a long, like just hood. If it's making a consolidation here on the VWAP, you can just take it for a long. And now we are breaking the VWAP, so I'm just calling the TQQQ a small loser. I think I managed right. I mean, I give the chance completely for the stock, but unfortunately, or the ETF, this is not a stock actually, but unfortunately, this was like not the best chance to win because of the bulls' strengths again. And it's so funny now, the market breaking out the VWAP and the Apple is starting to go down. I don't get this market really. Okay, so let's see what is a great opportunity for a reversal or bottom reversal, anything like that. I would keep an eye on NVIDIA as well. As I've told you, this 180 level is just made the bottom reversal like a Swiss clock. It's so nice with the exhaustion candle, with the exhaustion volume bar. It was just a uh, perfect bottom reversal, by the way. Yeah, Tesla is getting stronger. It's just the same, I think, like OKLO. Maybe NVIDIA is getting there too. You remember NVIDIA? NVIDIA, though, it was not that weak yesterday by the start, but after a while, it just get the same, it made the reversal, made the consolidation, and I just wanted to call it, and it just shoot out like crazy. But now Apple is starting the trouble here. That's market is so funny today, guys. It's really funny. So yeah, if you are focusing now to the longs, I would definitely keep an eye on Oklo, Hood, maybe NVDA too. But for the NVDA, at this time I want to see that over the VWAP. And it's still a bit more to go there. All right, checking the news. Nothing. Nada. GM stock. No, without news, it's really hard to keep the momentum. Market did manage it well in the recent weeks, but bulls are a little bit running out of steam. I feel like they need new trigger, new reason to push everything higher. Yeah, Amazon is happy today, just completely. So funny, and you never know which one is going to be the happy one, right? This is the hard time on the market now. Okay, who's starting to look better? Even OKLO looking better. Overall market, as I mentioned you, unfortunately, Tesla did not do the entry there. I wish it could have or would have. Mm. NVIDIA is trying, it's trying, I would say. So now, for example, if we could see a nice consolidation just under this 150 with the Oklo, or even with this hood under this 134, like 2, 3 more candles in a row, that would be nice. Do you know your average stock hold time? How long do you stay in your best positions? Well, in my best positions, I think it can be like an hour as well. Okay, so it really depends, if it's a big winner with several partials or even adding. Um, the better the stock, you are staying more in it. Like TQQQ, it was a little bit like an exception because of I was just really checking the triple Q for making my decision and managing the whole thing. But usually, I would say the longer the trade goes, the bigger winner you have, actually, because sometimes it's just really when it's going right, you can just make several partials there, and that can be great, actually. Well, stop loss based as well, but even market based as well, I would say, especially if I'm trading TQQQ, for example. But rather the big levels are deciding, like especially the round numbers, VWAP. A lot of traders, they do like the EMA 9 or the ranges or the pre-market highs, pre-market lows. So you really need support or resistance. So it doesn't matter how do you call which one you are checking, but stronger support and resistance levels, they do matter a lot, in my opinion. Okay, guys, seems like that we are going to have a very strong green day again, especially now as the market is back almost to the highs. Alex, sometimes you have to, especially if you are waiting for a scalp and it's starting to, like mishimashi, it's not going anywhere. Take it out. It doesn't matter. But when you see the potential and you think that it still can work nicely out, it's definitely worth a little bit waiting a little bit more, indeed. Oh, who'd I miss the traders? Okay, low 150 still looks good, and I'm still watching this NVDA, especially around this 181, 20, 30 level. Yes, Buzak, 149.50 on the Oklo, it looks good. And look at the CRWV, big drop today, but it's coming back so nicely. OKLO 150 looks really good. Market is getting stronger now. Tesla, unfortunately, I missed it. I could not see a very clear entry there. OKLO looks much better for an intraday breakout. Also, it's not that close to the Viva, but it's still okay. And now let's just change because the market is back to the highs and we are still pushing higher and higher. Look at this Amazon. It's amazing. CRM is strong too. I missed it. Yes, yeah, Alex, it's really strong. It got us some good earnings last week, and it was not really going anywhere actually. But today and yesterday it was quite of a good mover. Apple, it's maybe ready to fly too. Let's see. SoundHound, it's coming back as well, which I'm checking. Apple, it's a little bit like all over the place. I just don't like it. That's a big comeback. Look at the DHI. That was like a complete miss. And now it's just coming back from big red to green. That's fantastic. All right, traders. So I would say, I don't think so. I'm going to take any more trades, maybe. But if the NVDA can break, especially this 181.50 and making a consolidation, that can be a good long, in my opinion. And OKLO 150 definitely. Maybe even hood here if it's making a consolidation, but Oklo and NVDA just if it's breaking the VWAP, they're looking better. And Tesla, it's a quite of a nice comeback. Look at this. Not this, but that. Tesla, that looks good. If the market continues, Tesla breakout over 44660, 65, that can be interesting for continuation as well. So far, SPY broke the daily high, triple Q not yet. So this should be the big test for the bulls. If they can just push everything over the daily highs and above, that can be a huge green day for the market again, with might even new all-time highs. Okay. So OKLO, it's still nothing. NVIDIA is trying around the VWAP. Nothing clear yet. Volume is low again on the market, by the way. Seems like for me, I don't know how about you, but for me, it looks like that the market is waiting for something. Okay, Tesla is breaking down, so no entry. OKLO is still consolidating, looks good. And NVIDIA is holding too. NVIDIA is holding too. NVIDIA buyers, sometimes they just show up later, by the way, like yesterday. Okay. Hmm? Volatility starting again, guys. Watch out. Look at that. My goodness, this moves. Just crazy. Yes, we have FOMC next week. And I'm wondering whether really the government is going to open this week. If not, anyway, as far as I remember, they need to release at least the CPI numbers on Friday, by the way. Let me just check it again. Guys, be extra careful with this market. I just decided not to take any more trades. I just don't like these moves here. Look at that. So actually for the 24th of October, we should see some CPI numbers, 8:30. So it's not tentative anymore because even the Fed needs some data to decide. Okay, that they highly likely want, they really want to go with one more rate cut at least in this year, but it's really hard to see and go for it without the numbers, like no CPI, no PPI numbers in the last for the last month, no labor market data either. It's crazy. It's just not right. And next week, no data. Consumer confidence, Richmond Manufacturing Index, maybe. I don't know. That's so weird. AMD is breaking lower. Okay, guys, we are back to the downs. Okay, I'm just out of this market. I just cannot. It's ugly, unreadable. We were ready for longs. Now everything is pushing down. Oh my goodness, that's nasty. I think I'm just grabbing my small green and run like crazy. And you know what? The good thing, on the other hand, GM is still going. GM is still going. My stop loss is going to be 65.50 now, or 70, 65.70, and let's just leave it alone. What a crazy market. I just can't believe that. Amazing. How is your day, guys? I'm very much interested. How is your day doing? I'm just doing, just calling a poll. Just a sec. Green, red, no trade, you know. We don't have too many opportunities. Like break even, okay, but it can be like small green or small red, because even break even or small red because of the commission, right? Let's be like a no trade. Okay, now let's see how you are doing. Ryan, for you, it's break even. Green for Buzak, nice. 2 wins, 2 losses, Ryan. Yeah, just like me. But in this case, it's in volatile market. It's very important how you are going to manage your losses. And this is so important than to manage your wins. However, it's less good feeling. That's for sure. It's obvious. But we need to know that as well. Wow, what a pullback on the market. That's crazy. Actually, I'm still on to MU under the lows. I would leave TQQQ alone now, but MU under the lows, that looks so forced. And look at that again, 610 on the triple Q and stops like crazy. I can't believe this market. But at this time, it's a quite of a big sell-off. Green 86%, guys, you're good. 75, it's still good. Of course, it's not a must. If you just want to share it with us, we definitely appreciate it. And look at that, the buyers just show up. Bulls are actually bulls. I think they are just waiting for these red candles, and they just their finger is glued to the buy button and buy, 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 buy everything. Not the VIX index, of course. So funny. Okay, NVIDIA is back to the lows too, so no pushy move to the upside yet. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Market bulls really doesn't want to see the market lower. Look at that. Okay, 70% green, 10% red, and no trade 20%. We just decided on no trade. Actually, I called you quite of a warning in the beginning of the day already. I've seen that something is not again okay with this big red candle. The I don't know 1, 2, 3, 4, like in the 20th minute. It was crazy around. Okay, but still, you're really good guys, and I'm very happy for that, that most of you are in green. The ones who are in red, I really hope, first of all, it's not a deep red. Always when you are in a red, make it sure that it should be a small red day. Of course, sometimes I have a -1 or a 3 hour day as well. It's just like the part of the trading of be a trader, like a trader's life. It's a part of it. Hard to accept, but you need to accept because yeah, we have days like that. But the most important thing, you need more green days, that's for sure. Second, manage your losses, right? Okay, 73, getting better. Yeah, Ryan, not just the SPY is nasty, the overall market is nasty, I must tell you. Like, not just the SPY, but look at the Apple, it's no man's land. Look at the Tesla, craziness on the highest level. Yeah, that's something is cooking. I feel like for days something is cooking on this market. I don't know what's going to be the end of that, but doesn't look good. Does not look good for sure. I have not seen it too many times that we got rejected after such a strong attempt to break the daily highs. And now it got, so things are changing. I would say maybe I'm not right. It's just strange to see. All right, traders, I think I'm just going to call it as a day. Beautiful results for the room, like 73% into the green. It's really good, and I'm very much grateful for your interaction and to be here with me today and trading together. I really love my little trading family here. And I really hope that tomorrow is going to be a better day, not that crazy on the market. But I feel like, until we are not going to get a trigger again on this market, it's going to be like really volatile and chip chop. On scalps, I give max 1 minute for it to work. It's probably won't, right? I have stopped, obviously, but I don't even let it go there if it doesn't work. Listen, Alex, if it's a scalp like a daily high breakout and you see a big green candle and immediately a big red candle, it's a big no for continuation. So it depends as well what kind of a setup you have for a scalp. For example, if it's a first breakout, like, the big green, big red candles, it's definitely by a breakout, it's definitely a big no for continuation. There is no question. There is no question. But if it is like a reversal, you can give a little bit more time because sometimes reversals are, you see a doji, you see that might it's kind of starting to reverse, so you buy it, but it's just doing two more dojis. Okay, so buy breakout, breakdown. If it's not working because it's clearly a false breakdown, maybe even if it after that it continues, I don't care because a false breakdown sign it's a big no for continuation. But by reversals, I'm a little bit more generous. Okay. Thank you, traders. Where is your last partial on for GM? I've set my stop loss under 66 now, like 65.80. And I'm not going to take any more partials. I have only 50 shares left. So just let it run. Let's see how is it behaving around 67. And I always move my stop loss higher. If it's breaking 66.50, I'm going to move it to 66.30. Okay. Problem is that it starts consolidate and then I cannot wait. Yeah, I know it can be a problematic, especially again, depends on the setup. If it's a reversal setup, you can be a little bit more patient. By breakout, breakdown, not the best. Okay, so, but if you are just sending me, examples where you could not wait, but it did work, might I can give a much precise, like suggestions what to change, how to change, what to pay attention to, and so on. Okay, just and traders really use me. I'm here for you. I'm more than happy to help you. Here is my email, so just write me anytime. I'm more than happy to help you. Okay, traders, now I have to run to give a kiss to my son, and then I will have a mentoring with one of your fellow traders. So I wish you a beautiful trading day at the end. Watch out, this market is highly crazy and the bulls are back. What a surprise and very volatile. So I wish you a fantastic rest of your day. Stay safe and see you tomorrow as always. Thank you, traders. Bye. Oh, and don't forget the like button. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Take care.